Alright guys, so we're going to jump right into this. We got paper towels on a cutting board, and then I got my 4 drumsticks and 4 flats here. As you can see, they're a lot larger than normal size wings. We're going to pat these dry with paper towels just to kind of make them less damp. Dry them out. Continue doing this until they're all dry, and then we're ready to go. As you can see, I get Chinese takeout a lot, so I got plenty of these containers laying around. We're going to do 1 flat and 1 drumstick, and we're going to cover those lightly with some seasoning. We got pepper, both sides. We want to be sure to flip those wings, get seasonings all around. We're going to do garlic salt next, and do the same, cover those all over, flip each one over, and make sure it's fully covered. And now that those ones are seasoned up, we can put them into our basket of the air fryer. And then we're going to do 2 batches to kind of maximize this, so we'll have 4 in there at once. So we're going to repeat the whole process we just did for the second batch of wings here, and then put those right into the air fryer as well, and get ready for some delicious wings coming up, hopefully. Getting these bad boys into the air fryer to get them started. We're going to go based on the instructions that are on the machine already, so we're going to do 390. I'm going to aim for 22 minutes, and then after about halfway, I'm going to pause, check on them real quick, just to make sure they're doing well and looking good. But we are going to flip them over because it is about halfway, because the top side did get a little bit crispy. So be careful, they're really hot, so this is kind of painful. But we're going to put them back in there for the remaining time, and then we can make the sauces in the meantime. So we're going to start with the barbecue sauce that I plan to make with one of them. I'm just going to do the original Kroger's barbecue sauce, or whatever your favorite is. And then I kind of wanted to add a little bit of a twist. So right here I got some espresso that I just set aside every time I make it in the morning. And I added a little bit to that, maybe about 1 shot. And then some melted butter as well, so that that can stick to the wing when it's kind of mixing on there. And then I'm just going to mix that all together, mix it real good, add a little extra garlic salt and a little more black pepper, maybe to spice it up a little bit. But after that gets a good mix, it should be all set. For the second one, you can see I already started putting some minced garlic in here, some Parmesan cheese. So yes, we are doing garlic parm wings on this one. So after that, we're going to add some melted butter as well. And I was trying to make it a little bit more saucy, so I was already making red sauce that day. So I tried to add a little bit of that in there, just to kind of, make it more liquidy, make it more covering for a wing. But I could already tell at this point that it wasn't really, turning out that great, so I wasn't super excited about it, but it was still worth a shot. And now we're going to take our finished wings out. And wow, those look amazing. And now we got those all golden brown. We're going to get them all ready to sauce up. So we're going to do 1 of each. Back to those Chinese takeout containers. Thanks for China Dragon across the street. While we let those cool off, we're going to take our second batch of wings and get those ready for the air fryer. Since these ones we're going to do a little bit differently than the first round, we're going to do a dry rub first. So on 1 batch I did lemon pepper, and then on the second batch I did my favorite, Old Bay. So it's going to be like a Cajun wing. And once you get both of those batches double coated on each side, flipped over, then we're going to take them and we're going to put them into the air fryer with the exact same directions as the ones before. But now we can sauce up our wings. We're going to do barbecue first. We're going to do a nice even coating of everything. Put the lid on, and just to make it a little bit easier, we can just kind of shake it up. And then we're going to do the same for the second. As you can already see, this is when I kind of already knew that they weren't going to be that good. So kind of gave them a little down rating at first, but I was like, you know what? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and I gotta at least taste them first.
Alright guys, we're here with the first batch of our giant wings, turkey wings. We got the espresso barbecue, and these are like a garlic parm. Doesn't look quite good, but we're gonna do a little bit of a taste test. First one I'm gonna go for is the barbecue espresso. It's a little tough. The espresso does come through, not too much, it doesn't really taste like coffee. So the barbecue ones were bomb, devoured those. These ones don't look so good, so I figured if they're not that great, I'll just eat one of them. This is the garlic parm with red sauce on there. Let's say eat flat. Oh, it's alright. Tastes like exactly what you would think. like red sauce, Parmesan cheese on a wing. Pretty much chicken Parmesan in wing form. I know I probably have cheese all over my face, but usually just don't wipe my face until the end because I know it's just gonna keep getting dirty as I keep eating. Just tough it out and we're good to go. I'm really excited about the lemon pepper wings.
Alright, and as the second batch finishes up in the air fryer, we're going to get the sauces going. So we're going to add melted butter to each one, and then we're going to add a little bit of teriyaki and honey to the lemon pepper, and we're also going to add some honey to the Cajun seasoning. We're going to mix that all up. It's going to be less of a sauce and more of a glaze this time. And we are going to set our wings aside again. They are a little bit crispier this time. I think the dry rub on the outside kind of made them a little extra crispy. And also the air fryer was probably a little bit preheated from the first round. And we're going to get those all ready to get sauced up. We're going to do the lemon pepper first, which I'm really excited about. I've done a similar glaze before, but never with the teriyaki, so I think it'll add a little bit of an extra kick. We're just going to drizzle that over. Flip each wing over, make sure they're evenly coated in the glaze, and then we'll be able to move on to the Cajun, which is going to be very similar. You can already see it glistening from the honey. It adds a very sweet element to it to counteract the spicy Cajun. And then once you get these all sorted out and ready to go, we can take these over for a taste test as well.
Now this is what we're talking about. These giant wings. Look at them next to my head. Anyway, so right here we got the Old Bay, and this one we have lemon pepper. These smell a lot better than the other ones. I'm gonna enjoy these ones a lot more. I'm gonna start with the Old Bay. Oh, I can tell that's gonna be hot. Got a little taste. Oh wow, that's way better. The sweetness of the honey, kind of spice of the Old Bay. That makes a really good wing. Look at the size of these things. This one's actually turned out more tender than the other ones too. A lot crispier. So now we're gonna test these lemon pepper wings. Look at the size of these bad boys. This one's a little crispy, but I like that in a wing side. It doesn't have a charcoaly burnt taste to it. It's really sweet. The second round is a lot crispier, more tender on the inside. Overall better. Some of the best lemon pepper wings I've ever had. The honey, the sweetness mixed with the sour of the lemon. This is really amazing. And look at this thing. This isn't like a leg. This is like a normal drumstick that would be like this big. Alright, so I threw in the towel. I finished one of each. Went back, had another few bites of each one just because they were so good. But these things are big. It's probably like eating at least 2 or 3 regular sized wings for each one. So I filled up a little quick. But overall, it was a really good experiment. I feel like it was successful. I'd still probably get traditional wings unless these were super on sale and super cheap. If y'all enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so you can see my future videos. And we're gonna cook some more stuff.